So what's up guys, welcome back to another video. And today's video we're gonna be doing some minor repairs on the C-10 today. So we're gonna go ahead and show you guys. So one thing, you know, I really hate it when driving it on the freeway is all the wind noise. The truck has issues. Well, actually it does and don't, because it doesn't have some of the weather strips. So I ordered the full set of weather strips, which is the door, the windows, pretty much everything. And in the kit, it doesn't come with the little vent windows. So my vent window, it is a 2-piece. So I had to order it and decide from that because it didn't come with it. Because there's some windows that are 1 and some are 2, and mine is a 2-piece. It comes with the one around the window and the one in the back. So we're putting in those, and got here the full thing. So I've heard it is a pain in the ass to change these. It's just time consuming, but I don't know if I'll get done with all of them first. But first I'm gonna start with this big one right here that goes all around the door, the inside of the truck. I'll be doing that, and then after it's gonna have to be this vent window, which has to come all off, and disassemble it, and that's where the pain in the ass comes in. But we have to do this one first. Then this one does have weather strip, which is old and dry and hard. And after that, it will have to be this window right here, which it doesn't have it. As you can see right here, it's missing. So we'll have to do that after that. Then it has the window runners here in the front and the top. Then I believe some in the bottom. So, but we'll see as we go. We'll see how it goes. So this is what the kit comes with. It has the 2 big ones, a driver passenger that goes all around, and we have the window one, passenger driver. Then we have the top runners that go on top of this thing right here, and I believe one is either the inside or the bottom, not sure, but we'll figure it out. And these are some of the tools we're gonna use: some pliers, screwdrivers, cutters, and we picked up these picks and hook set from our local parts store. And we might need them to pull it out, or you know, because some of them have clips.
Alright guys, so we're gonna start off by taking off this trim piece here in the bottom, and most likely we're gonna take this top one off also. So let's do that.
Alright, so to take this, it was just 2 screws down here and one by the seat belt back here, and this should pop up right away.
Okay, so we ended up taking off that trim that goes here by the seat belt, the top one here and the front one over here, just so we could get easier access to the weather strip here, and obviously the bottom one also. Alright, now that we have the trim pieces off, next step is to basically just rip this thing off here. That's basically how you take it off.
That's the easy part. That's the easy part of that. So we took out the old one, cleaned it up a little bit. It was really dirty, but swept it out. Now we're gonna put it in the rails, and just in case you guys didn't know, these do not require glue. It's pretty much just wherever it clips on, holds on to the little rails in the floor and the top. That's where it goes. No glue necessary for this. So you want to make sure you get the rubber part all in there, or else it'll defeat its purpose. You see that little channel? That's where it goes.
also make sure all the little corners it has, make sure you really get it in there, or else, you know, it's gonna, once it dries, it's gonna become short and it's just gonna have a big ass gap right there. So make sure you get it all up in there.
All right, guys, you guys wanna make sure this is all the way in, because this is where the wind comes in.
There's a little sharp corner here to make sure it goes all the way, it sits all the way in. All right, guys, so this side is pretty much done. Everything's pretty secured all around. I'm just making the final little adjustments here. Now, there is gonna be, you know, pretty good few inches left over, extra, which is, you know, definitely good to have more than you need. And for this, what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna, you know how like pretty much it ends here, we have all this piece left over. We're basically not gonna cut right on the, you know, where this one starts, the bottom one. So we're actually gonna cut it a little bit more. So we're gonna overlap it by like an inch or two over here. So that way with time, you know, the rubber is gonna shrink. So that way, you know, there's not gonna be like a gap over time over here. So that's why we're gonna cut it around, you know, an inch or two extra. So there you have it. There's a few, maybe an inch or two extra over here overlapping. So what we're gonna do now is pretty much lift it up and make sure it sits over here. We're gonna pull this off. Just to make sure that back it up, back it up. We're just gonna keep backing it up over here. Eventually, you're just gonna use up all the extra rubber, especially in the corners. As you can see, it's starting to get smaller and smaller. So eventually, everything's used up. There you go. Those 2 inches that overlaps basically disappeared. So just make sure again that it's good and in basically. There you go. You have a new weather strip for the door here. So all you gotta do now is pretty much just slap on the trim back on, screw it on, and we should be good. Alright, so now that we have all the like the weather strip in, you might notice this. It doesn't close right. And that's because since the rubber is new, it's a lot thicker than the old squished down weather strip. So what we have to do now is basically just a striker here. So pretty much just move it outward a little bit and it should be good. So let's do that now.
Alright guys, so this is the finished product here. All done. Everything back together, bolted on. It just needs some use because it's hard to close the door right now because this is, you know, brand new weather strip. So you have to slam it a little bit. Meanwhile, hopefully in a couple days it'll get itself used to the door, I'm guessing. So same thing on this one, the 3 bolts for the bottom piece. Then you gotta undo the side one, the top one, and the pillar over there, and it should be able to come out fast.
Alright, we're on the passenger side now, and this thing brings me satisfaction over here. Taking off this whole piece.
This weather strip's not really bad, but we'll have the new ones already, so might as well.
Definitely keeping these though, future use, never know. Right, now that we got the old one out, open this brand new packaging, whip out the new one.
Fresh rubber. As you guys can see, look the thickness of it. This
is where it holds on to from inside. It basically goes this way. This is the inside portion, the outside portion. So since it's pretty thick and new, you know, so it's kind of tight squeeze, tight fit.
Alright guys, like we said, you know, we cut 1 or 2 inches overlapping. Then, you know, you're with this little piece extra. Then, you know, you undo it, then work yourself back, then the extra should disappear, the extra rubber. So it's all in there already, installed. Now you gotta tuck in some wires here and put back you know, the plastics all around the floors and stuff, and pretty much it.
So we're just wrapping up here. This new Weatherstrip is all in. Everything's buttoned up. The trim's all in. This part, that part, all the parts. And looks like we're good to go. Alright guys, right on time. Just as we were finishing wrapping up the Weatherstrip here, this round one, package came. I won't say what it is or where it's from, but it is for a 260Z. So I'm pretty excited to open it up once we get the chance. Parts are still coming in, so I think we'll wait for the rest of the parts that I'm expecting to come in, and that way we'll do a little unboxing thing for you guys. Be hyped up about that. So that'll be it for this video. It was a little short than we usually do it. We just wanted to show you guys, you know, little updates on what's happening with the projects. Just, you know, this video obviously was for the C-10, and obviously we have more weather stripping to do for the truck. But at least, you know, we showed you guys at least the first step or the first part of it. You know, like my brother said previously, next up is going to be the vent windows on both sides. Then after that, lastly, you know, it's going to be the bigger window that goes up and down. So we definitely do have some updates coming. We have a little surprises coming, pretty exciting. Hopefully you guys like them. And again, if you're liking the content, make sure to smash that like button. Hit up the comments, you know, tell us what you think, you know, what you guys like to see. Subscribe for sure. With that being said, you know, check you guys out next time.